Hello and welcome back to a new episode at Mindset Mastery. I'm your host Ahmed Assaf, and today we have a very amazing guest, Cathy Nesbitt. How are you today, Cathy?
I'm awesome, Ahmed. Thank you.
So we should start this
Already.
we should start this episode with this laugh because we have an amazing laughter coach, and today we'll be discussing an important topic, which is laughing, the thing that we are missing. And knowing that with all the things that going around us, this is the best way to get out of that and conquer yourself from the bad emotions that are around you, the bad negative thoughts, and everything else. So today we'll be diving with an expert. And I want everyone who's listening today to our episode to be laughing. Start with a laugh. Because I think once you start laughing, you start listening, you start connecting. Otherwise, you're letting the outside controlling you. So, what I want from you guys, just open your mind, open your heart, and laugh. So, welcome, Cathy, for this for this amazing episode. So, if we would love to start and to inform the audience, where did this laughter or yoga oriented and why it was created?
Oh, yes, laughter is a serious matter.
It should be a serious matter.
I'm excited. I love that. That was a great way to start. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. And yes, be smiling at least everyone that's watching and listening,
At least,
because
please.
it changes everything.
So let's
So
let's tell
laughter.
them to disconnect from everything around them. Stop any distraction. Turn off your phones, and please, guys, to everyone, listen to this episode because you learn a lot from an expert that really it will change your life. I've met
And
her.
don't turn off your phone if you're listening on
No.
your phone.
Just listen carefully.
But turn off the other apps. Really
Yeah.
do. Don't be scrolling.
Yeah, that's
Be
very important.
present.
Yeah,
Right? We think that we can multitask, but we really can't. We can do several things, but we're really only doing one thing at one moment.
that's so
But we
essential.
have several things open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So laughter yoga, thank you. Laughter yoga started in 1995 by a medical doctor in India,
Mm.
Dr. Madan Kataria. And his goal is world peace. I want to say that because of this cuckoo time that we're in, with lots of things happening around the world. So in 95, Dr. Kateri was writing an article for a medical journal about laughter. Um, and he came across all this research and he thought, if laughter's the best medicine, why don't we just laugh? Good idea. Sounds simple. It is. It's not easy.
Yeah, no. No, it's not.
So, so he was only able to find five people who would go and laugh with him in a park, and I think that's funny already because there's a billion people. So five people went to a park. They started telling jokes, funny stories, and that was fine. They met every day for 2 weeks, and the group gathered till about 50 people. Everyone laughing, telling jokes and stories. And then the jokes and the stories started to become not so funny anymore. They're about somebody. So if it's
Yeah,
about somebody, it's not funny for that person or for that group of people.
yeah.
And the audience said, "We don't like this anymore. It's not fun anymore." So he said, "Okay, come back tomorrow. I'm going to have a solution." And he went home and we thought about it, said, "Well, if we look at children, children are laughing all the time." And it's like, what are they laughing at? Nothing. They're just being kids, right? They're just
Yeah,
making funny faces, or they're just like everything's funny. So, and less so today, I would suggest that since all the things that are going on in the world, even children are more stressed than they were in previous generations.
unfortunately.
So laughter yoga is a series of activities to inspire the laughter. It's not jokes or comedy. It's not, and we're not against humor. It's that humor is cultural. Again, if it's about somebody, not funny for that person. It involves deep diaphragmatic breathing, and
Mm,
it's the practice of the laughter. We know that meditation is good for us, but we don't meditate once and then check it off our list for life,
mhm.
right? We don't go jogging once or drink lots of water once. No, we do it every day.
It's a
It's a
lifestyle.
practice. Thank you. Yes, it's a lifestyle. And it's a beautiful thing. There's so many benefits to our health. First of all, I think the most important piece for laughter is the oxygen. We can live without food and water for a few days. We
Mhm.
might be grumpy and uncomfortable, but we could do it. We can only live without oxygen for a few minutes.
Exactly.
And then we die. Then we're dead. Haha, not funny. So, so laughter, it forces us to inhale deeply. Before I get on
Yeah.
to how the
Yeah,
laughter works.
yeah, but I want to just clarify this point.
Okay.
Yeah, because you highlighted because lots of people thought that if there's a laughter club, they are laughing on saying jokes and they are talking about each other maybe or laughing on someone. I want to clarify this.
Yeah, no, it's we're not laughing at jokes, we're not laughing at comedy. It's very
Hmm.
little talking, in fact. It's more doing. It's little games. So there's clapping and kind of chanting. So the clapping, you're clapping palm to palm. So we're
Hmm.
activating meridians in our beautiful body. First of all, we get energy just by clapping palm to palm.
We will give
The
by
re
the end of the episode, so we keep them, we'll give them practical tips how to do it by the end
Okay.
because we
Okay.
want them to be listening to us now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's clapping, there's a mantra, there's deep diaphragmatic breathing. It's a cardiovascular workout.
Hmm.
Um, it's so magnificent. So back to the oxygen, our brain requires 25% more oxygen than the rest of our body as an operating principle. It's a machine, right? The answering machine.
If we use it.
Right? So when we're stressed, now we've made stress a habit. We're living in this perpetual state of stress, which, stress, we need a little bit of stress to make us go.
Hmm.
But now we're living in stress all the time. Our poor body is being bombarded with the stress chemicals, cortisol, adrenaline, epinephrine. And when we're stressed, we're not breathing properly. We're shallow breathing, like maybe panting because we're stressed, we need to get out of there.
Yeah.
So our beautiful body's not getting what it needs. For sure, our brain isn't. And I'll use the example of the keys. Have you ever lost your keys? You're flopping around. Where are my keys? I gotta go. As long as you're flapping around, you're never
You're not
finding
fine.
no, your brain is literally deprived of
Yeah.
oxygen. So it knows, it's like, I know where they are, but I don't have any juice to give you the
Yeah.
answer. So I can't stop you from losing something, but what I can do is give you a tip. So if you misplace your keys, your phone, your glasses, whatever, something, your pen, your favorite pen, and you're flapping around, just stop, take a nice deep breath in, laugh it off, ha ha ha, apologize to all the people you just yelled at. Like, where are you gonna go? Where did you put them? We know how whatever the
Yeah,
scenario
yeah.
is in
Especially
your
the
place,
children. Where is
right?
it? Where did you put
That's it. Stop playing jokes.
it?
Yeah. And so then, boom, it will pop into your head and you'll find your key. Oh my gosh, they're right there. Or your glasses, sometimes they're right on your head. And you can't find them. You're like, where are my glasses? I can't find them. Yeah, because they're there. They're right there.
Kathy, you talk
And that,
about the children, and it's something dangerous that you've been stressed out lately. Have you been saying that? But at the same time, it's our responsibility as parents to recognize that and make that shift in their life because they're not supposed to have that feelings.
they're not. And they only model what we're doing.
Exactly.
So yes, the parents need to take notice, but if they're living in a perpetual state of stress,
It will be
they can't
transformed.
even notice. They're not even noticing because they're in that stress state. So the fight, flight, or freeze, they're always in that panic mode
Hmm.
rather than the rest and digest. And this is huge. The longer I laugh, the more I learn about this magic medicine, the better I feel because the more I laugh. When we laugh, when we when we when we learn about laughter and then we start doing it, we become it, and then we are laughter. And it's just an energy. It's only energy. I know you're an engineer, so you understand energy.
Yes.
Energy, everything is energy. So when we're sad, depressed, lonely, frustrated, anxious, any of those low vibrating energies, we're not breathing properly. We're secreting all those stress chemicals. So when we laugh, it changes everything. It brings us to the present. We can't even be thinking. It's not a great survival technique, because if we're laughing, we're in a group and we're all laughing, and there's a saber-toothed tiger if they were still around. They would just be like, "Oh, look, let's go get them, gunk." Because your knees literally get weak when you're laughing full on. When you're fully present, laughing, engaged in the laughter, your belly hurts, your cheeks hurt. Those are the laughter muscles.
Yes.
And it's rare for adults to get to that state without being in a laughter club.
Hmm. And as you said, it's energy. And I can tell that it's all about emotions. It's energy from motion. So when you mix that energy with motion, it it will define an emotional state that keeps your energy up. And that's
That's
why
it.
we need more and more. And if you go now more deeper and ask, so what are the health benefits from laughing?
Oh, first of all, oxygenating our beautiful body, right? Trillions of cells. I don't know, there's different numbers, how many trillions, but
Lots.
a
Who
lot,
cares?
lots of cells, right? And they're regenerating all the time. Each little individual cell has its own role and plays a
Mhm.
part in our beautiful body. In order for us to be fully alive and functioning, we need to get oxygen to all of those trillions of cells. Laughter does that. And without even thinking, we don't have to go, okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. No, we're just laughing, ha ha ha, we're exhaling. So then we breathe in. Like, in order to keep on laughing at the joke or laughing at the club, we have to take a nice, like, and then ha 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 ha, we can continue laughing. Right? So that's the first. The health benefits are the oxygen. Did you know that cancer cannot survive in an oxygen-rich body?
Mhm.
Cancer is an anaerobic disease, meaning anaerobic, meaning without oxygen. Wow.
Mhm.
So cancer survives when there's no oxygen getting to that part of the body.
Wow.
Wow. So when we laugh, we're already helping to, if you have cancer, it helps to reduce your cancer. It helps you get out of that stressful state. Oh my gosh, I have my treatment. And there, again, there's all kinds of research about with cancer patients, laughing with the whole team. Like, you're going for your radiation, you're going for your chemo treatment. Imagine laughing with your whole team. Then you go in, you get your treatment, and it's better absorbed into your body. You have less side effects. You
Mhm.
recover faster. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Okay, so that's the oxygen. The other piece is the love drugs. When we're laughing, we're secreting dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Yes, if anyone was following along, that spells dose. Laughter's the best medicine. Have you had your daily dose? We're in charge of our own pharma. Can you imagine? We get to decide. And this is so important. I think we talked about this in our pre-chat about laughter being squished out centuries ago by the philosophers, by Aristotle and Plato. They thought laughter was frivolous, that it had no place in our society. The more educated you were, the less you laughed, because it was frowned upon to be laughing.
And even in our culture, to be frank with you, if you laugh without a reason, it's unethical.
Right?
It's
People think
unethical.
you're cuckoo.
Yeah, or you're laughing on someone, at someone. You cannot laugh without a reason.
Mm.
It's something that's not good at all. If you laugh in like in a place for no reason, it's not only they will talk you, it's a cuckoo. No, you'll be unethical. What you're doing, it's something unethical.
Interesting, right? So there's all kinds of societal
Yeah.
ideas about laughter and ways. Not to be any kind of theorist, but I believe that it's a way to control the population. You can't control people when they're laughing full on. Everybody's laughing in a group. Okay, take your seats, everybody. And they're not even hearing you. Right? Because they're fully engaged in the laughter. That's what I wanted to say. One of the things when we're in stress, when we're afraid of something, we're anxious or frustrated. Those are about the past or the future. We're not in present when we're in fear because we're thinking about something coming or something that we did.
Yes.
When we're laughing, our brain kind of disengages and we're just like fully present. We can't even think. And as a laughter professional, sometimes leading laughter club, I'm so present, I can't remember what's next. And it's fine because nobody knows either. So then I just go into another game or I just start another activity. It's such a beautiful gift. And you talked about it being, laughing for no reason. Why do we laugh sometimes at inappropriate times? At the funeral or when we see something horrific, we might laugh. That is the body's response that we're too stressed, we're too tight. So it's the body's way of saying, oop, you got to lighten up. Here's some laughter juice. So we oxygenate our brain, we're secreting the love drugs, and we can just feel better. It's a release.
So here I was thinking in something, and you tell me you are present. And is it a way you have this calmness in the mind? Your mind is relaxed, and somehow you're connected to your infiniteness, to your subconscious mind. Is that the way?
Absolutely, absolutely, because we're just connecting our conscious mind and
Hmm.
getting into our beautiful body.
Hmm.
This is a little bit challenging. The concept of laughing for no reason is a challenge for people that are in their heads, the logical people that are
Mechanical
always
people, yeah.
thinking, right? The engineers.
Yeah. I'm used to have to laugh a lot. Because lately I'm so much mechanically. That's why I'm trying to connect to my subconscious. It's not easy. But
Right. It's a practice. And that's why laughter is very easy. It is easy to do, but it is a practice. And once we overcome that thing of, so there has been about 50 years of research about laughter, about the benefits of laughter in
Mhm.
around the world, research in different areas. We talked about cancer already, but Alzheimer's, not even health, just with children or with different disabilities, all different areas. Research. So, and it's proven that laughter is beneficial for our health. So, if laughter is proven, why is it so challenging for us to achieve a sustainable, reliable, abundant laughter for our
Here,
health?
here is the question is,
You said it, the conscious mind before I ended. It's
yeah,
the conscious mind, right?
yeah,
When we hear a joke, when we hear a joke or we hear something funny, it goes through filters. Is this
exactly.
funny? Oh, I've heard that joke before. It's a dirty joke. Maybe I don't like that kind of humor. It goes through all those. When it's finally decided, okay, it's funny and we laugh, it's conditional laughter.
Yes, it is.
Go
And
ahead.
here you've seen lots of will ask themselves the question with all the things going on, with all the stress, with all the life challenges, how can we laugh? How can we conquer ourselves? How can we disconnect from this world, from this physical world? And our five senses, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching everything with lots of stress, lots of anxiety. I want to laugh, but
How
now
can
let's
I?
talk more practical.
Yeah.
How to
So
conquer
it
and start.
it's easy to laugh when everybody's feeling good, when there's no stress, which
Yeah.
is never anymore.
It's
Right? We're together as a group, we're laughing, everybody's feeling good, good news, everything's fine, easy. Yeah,
easy.
no challenge at all. So that's where laughter yoga comes in. When things are tough, this is when we need to laugh. People will say to me, there's so many things. How can I laugh? There's so many things. I say we have to laugh because otherwise we're crying in the corner and we're not effective at all. When we're stressed, we're closed down, we're small, blood, lymph, oxygen leaves our brain. We can't even come up with solution because our brain has partially disconnected. Have you
Hmm.
ever been in a fight with somebody and you're arguing, you're shouting, probably not you, but maybe people listening. So you're shouting at someone, rah, and then you come to a point you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even think straight.
Yes.
Exactly, you cannot because your frontal lobe has been disconnected. That's our, the thinking part of our brain. Or not, well, it's all thinking, but you're right. The frontal lobe is the what makes us human. So that part disconnects and we go into our reactive brain, our reptilian brain. And now we're just saying stuff. If we're just
Reacting.
spewing things, oh my gosh, right? You can't take it back once it's out. So yes, ask me a question. There we go. That's what I'm going to say.
Here's the point. I'm in a very stressful location and
Yes.
environment, maybe at work, maybe with my family, with my wife, with my kids. Let's tell them practically what action steps they should take. Now, I want to disconnect. I want to laugh. Give us exercises to do that.
Okay, so first of all, we need to just start smiling. So as soon as we start smiling, that's right. Even if it's not a real smile, it's okay because those muscles send a note to our brain. Hey, I must be happy. I'm smiling.
Yes.
So we already start secreting the love drugs. Then you can just add a little giggle. Ha ha ha. Even as a group, our body doesn't know the difference between real and simulated laughter. Our
And
brain does, right? Our brain is like, oh, what's happening? Why are you laughing? There's no joke. There's no what you look ridiculous. Because our brain, the role of our brain is to keep us safe and
Mhm.
conserve energy. So it
Okay.
knows what to do. It knows what to do when we get in those repetitive arguments with our family or with a friend that we're like, oh, we never see eye to eye on this.
So
So
we have to
so the brain
oblige our body to laugh.
Yes. So
Yes.
we start laughing, ha ha ha, and we're secreting the love drugs. Our body's like, pew, 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 yay, I feel so great. And our brain's like, stop it, you look ridiculous. We just override that. And so with laughter yoga, there is a mantra. I talked in the beginning
Yeah.
about the people that are in their head. So we give them something to do with their hands.
I
So
will do
we're
it with
clapping palm to palm.
Okay.
So we're activating meridian. So already we get energy. The rhythm is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And the words are ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Easy, right? So just by saying, if you put your hands on your belly and you say ho, ho, and ha, it moves your diaphragm. That's what we
Okay.
want to do, right? That's getting the oxygen into our body. It's like internal jogging. This
Mhm.
is this is it's not rocket science, it's body science. It's biology, it's chemistry, it's whatever electricity is.
Yeah, it means
It's complete science. So for the people that are like, oh, I don't understand, why would I laugh for no reason? Because there's science behind it. It's
there is.
scientifically proven that laughter is the best medicine. Now we just need to take our dose. And we need to laugh every day. We need to make it a practice. So, yes, we might look ridiculous, and that's why you join a club. Because then
Mm.
you're laughing together. It's contagious. You see each other. And before 2020, there was very few opportunities to laugh online. And
Mhm.
even the founder, Dr. Kataria, felt that we needed to be in person to feel the energy and to really become a collective group. Then 2020, we're all shut down. Everybody jumped online. And now there's clubs around the world. In over 120 countries, people are laughing.
And if someone is alone at home, he can do it. He can apply it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes. And so on Zoom or in these platforms, you have it on gallery view rather than speaker view. So
Mhm.
you can see all the people, all the other people. So even if you come and you're like, oh, I don't know what this is, but you just see all the people laughing, and then you're like,
Start
oh my
laughing.
gosh, that's ridiculous, and you can't help but laugh. It's energy. So yeah, and some people do really, I've done groups where they've, someone's sitting with their arms crossed and they're like doing their darndest not to even smile. They're like so serious. No, this is out of my comfort zone. It is. It's totally uncomfortable, especially the first time. But then when you make it a habit, like now I've been laughing since 2012, really
Mhm.
laughing since 2020. When I took a deep dive into the expression, laughter's the best medicine. And it's so beautiful. So now I incorporate tapping on the meridians, it's called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, brain gym, Qigong. I just want people to help people get out of stress and into joy, and myself too. I just self-regulate all the time. There's a thing about not touching yourself that is kind of inappropriate. No, we must. It's our beautiful body, and that's how our hands are electromagnetic. So if we can rub our hands together, shake them off, and touch, like our vagus nerve controls our joy, and it goes down, goes into our head and down into our body. It touches all of our organs. When our vagus nerve is in stress mode, we're not experiencing joy. It's not possible. So doing a few things, you can rub your hands, put them on your neck. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And then you can hum. So take a nice deep breath in and hum. And you feel the vibration in your neck. It's our own resonance. It's like our own sound therapy. Our
Wow.
body is the first instrument. So when we hum, and in fact, I hum every night when I go to bed. I'm laying in bed. I put my one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly button, and I take a nice deep breath in. I do three and hum it out. Hum, I feel the resonance in my body. And it just puts me into that beautiful parasympathetic mode. I'm ready to go off into la la land. What we don't want to do before we go to sleep is be thinking about all the challenges we had during the day. Oh my God, that thing. Why did that guy say that? Oh, that person cut me off. All the things. Hey, that guy cheated me money or all no, just think about all the beautiful things you're grateful for. Hey, I got a bed. Ooh, that's nice. Hey, I have a comforter or, we have heat if you're in a cold place like I am.
Yeah. And forgiveness. Add this habit is forgiveness before you go to sleep. Just forgive everyone
Forgiveness.
before you go to sleep.
Right. That's it. Right. And same when we wake up. So what people do when the alarm goes off and then they go through their day, their to-do list before they even get out of bed. So already the stress chemicals are flooding
Already.
you already. So I've trained my brain now. When I wake up, I don't use an alarm. I just wake up. But when I wake up, I just lay there for a minute. Again, put my hand on my heart, my belly. Like, okay, what am I grateful for? Take three beautiful deep, that's all it takes. It just takes 2 minutes. Three beautiful, deep, long breaths. Think, well, what am I grateful for? Sometimes it's hard to find things because there's a lot of things going on in the world. So I can start with me. Yay. Oh, again, I have this beautiful bed. Oh, I have a lovely husband. Oh, I'm healthy. Right? Just simple things. Oh, I have water to drink. Yay. That's good. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be any big, huge thing that you're grateful for, because when we're grateful, that is definitely the signal to the universe that, send more grateful. That person's grateful. They need more.
Exactly. And once you wake up, you start with the grateful. I'm grateful for these three things, and you could be grateful for the things that is coming to you or your
Mm.
goals when we can start laughing. Just after that,
You can start laughing while you're in bed, and as long as you're alone
once
or the
after
person's with
gratitude,
you.
I will go to into laughing.
Then you start laughing, then you're secreting the love drugs. You get out of bed and you're already feeling great. Instead of getting out of bed
I
thinking
want to
of
try
all
it
the
tomorrow.
things. Pardon me?
I want to try it tomorrow.
Please do. Yes, please do. And
I'm not
because
used to it. Yeah.
right, we're not used to it. We're used to going, okay, today I have that
I have to do
meeting,
this, that.
and then the traffic is going to be, oh yeah, the groceries, it's going to be busy over there. I don't have money for groceries. Right, all the things. So then we're feeling sad. We're getting out of bed. We're like, oh, maybe I'll just stay in bed.
That's already we are in that and low energy. That's why.
We're already in the low energy, and so we can trick ourselves. We can, but it's a practice. We're in the practice of stress right now. We're in the habit of stress. So let's make joy our stress instead. It's our birthright, Ahmed. It's our
Yeah.
birthright
It's our
to
birthright.
be joyful. When we feel good, we do good. So looking after our body, feeling good, keeping our energy high. There's a lot of electrical um, phrases that we use for our health. Like when somebody's light goes out, they're dead. When
Yes.
they're right, when they're starting to pass, if you've ever experienced somebody that was coming to the end of their life, they're very low energy. I'm not laughing. Like people are low energy. So when we're tired and we're on the sofa, we're just like, "Oh, I'm so tired." That's when we should get up and just go for a little walk around the block or do some jumping jacks. Do something because our body needs energy.
Because this world is energy, everything needs energy. So think of things that gives you energy, not drain your energy. So Kathy, now if we would send a message to our audience, what would be your last message?
My last message is I want to invite people to my laughter club.
Sure.
It's a free laughter club online every Tuesday. We just celebrated 4 years in June. Yes, I started June
Amazing.
2020, right in the thick of the shutdown.
How
In
can they
Canada, we
how they can join the
Oh
club?
yeah, so it's cathysclub.com is my laughter page, Cathy with a C.
Mhm.
And it's you just register, it's free. I don't follow up with you. I might send a note saying thanks for coming if you come. Um, but I'm not going to start selling you things. Like just come and experience the magic of laughing for the health of it. Your body will thank you, your family will thank you. It's energy. When we change, everything changes. When we change our energy, everybody's energy changes. So when we laugh as a group, it's like when we meditate as a group or we do deep breathing as a group, the collective raises the vibration, it's amplified. And I know you get it as an engineer. Everything is amplified when we do it as a group.
Yeah.
So why not do good things? They say about, when things are really heavy, it's how do we laugh? That little laughter energy is going to raise the energy of the other people. Just like if we have complete darkness, we light one candle and the darkness is gone. One candle, we light two candles. Wow, it's brighter and brighter and brighter. That's the same with laughter.
I really want to thank you, Kathy, for this amazing episode. And I want to all my audience to just live, laugh, and love and enjoy love because laughing is a choice. You choose it. And that's the highest level of freedom. Just be yourself and enjoy the life. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Ahmed.